Hey designers, it's me Jan, and in this video we will discuss how to get started with UX UI design. Definitely, it's the most frequent question that I'm receiving on my Instagram account. How to actually get started with UX UI design and what are the factors of the process of learning design. Let's go through the most important aspects that you should consider. I will also present you my story and the things that I easily wish I knew when I started, because I think it can also give you lots of answers to your potential questions. I started with design when I was 19 years old, when I just finished high school. Although I was really impressed and motivated to work in this industry, I continued with my education at the University of Economics in Prague. In parallel with studying economics and business, I still invested much more time self-taught, exploring the UX design industry and working on the projects with my brothers within the Atheros Intelligence company. What I want to say with this short story is that you don't have to study UX at university to be a great designer. Definitely, if you have an opportunity to learn design in a university program, go for it. It might help you on your journey, but it's not a must-have. On the other hand, I think that my economics and business background helped me not directly in UX design career, as I'm able to understand how the business behind works and so on. So that was about education, and now I want to point out some most important aspects of the UX design industry which you should definitely consider before choosing a career within this profession. Let's start with some advantages to continue with the positive approach. The speed of this industry growth is enormous. Companies now understand much better the value of UX design and know that it's an important process of every successful digital product development. And that's connected to how companies value designers. Let's take a look at the average salaries of UX designer. As you can see, according to this research, where they asked more than 3,000 participants, the average UX design salary is more than $50,000 per year. In some countries, it's of course much more. For example, in the United States, the average is almost $100,000. Moreover, you don't need that many years of experience to reach those numbers. What I want to say is that UX designers are highly evaluated professionals in the IT industry, where there is a high demand for those services, and of course it's really perspective as well. Very popular is also freelancing in this field, and then you can reach even higher numbers. On the other hand, it's really not easy to be a UX design freelancer, as it might be quite difficult to get your first clients, but I guess that's a topic for a separated video. What you should consider is if UX design is for me or not. For that, you should definitely study what you will be actually doing. So for that, you can search for some articles or free courses to learn what you will be supposed to do as a UX designer and if it meets your expectations and interests. That's really important because it's not for everyone, and it's awesome to do something what you love. To give you concrete resources, I really like this article published on Maze, which is a useful tool for designers. Here you can get some general info about this profession. The article is called "What is UX Design? Skills, Tools and Advice." I would also mention some of the disadvantages of being a UX designer. I'm not sure if it is really a disadvantage or not, but lots of people will not understand what you actually do and the value behind it. Also, lots of your coworkers or clients will think that a design is just intuitive and everyone understands it. Then you should carefully explain your decisions and every step of your design process. And in the second part of this video, I would like to mention key steps and ways how you can actually learn design and get a job or your first clients. Design is a profession where you definitely should work hard on practicing, but there are some shortcuts helping you to understand key principles, activities and rules much faster. First shortcut is taking a course. As you probably know, for this purpose I created a course for UX UI designers of any level, developers, project managers and everyone who wants to explore the design industry. Let's be honest, after completing this course, you will not be a design expert instantly. No course can actually offer that to you. On the other hand, it provides you a comprehensive overview of the industry and the design process with all activities. The main goal of this course is also to connect theory with the praxis, so the theory you will learn is immediately applied to a real project from the fintech industry. Lots of designers also struggle with tools and resources that might be helpful for you during the design process, and that's something what you will find in the course interface as well. So the first shortcut was taking a course, and now I would like to mention some other useful sources of learning. Definitely I like to talk about social media. On the first try, it might look like that on Instagram you just spend your free time by consuming photos of other people, but in fact you can find tons of free educational content there. Of course, it doesn't bring comprehensive guidelines like a course, but you can find there inspiration, tricks, and other pieces of content helping you to improve you as a designer by smaller pieces of design knowledge. The same content you can also find on LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, but on Instagram you will definitely find the most of the great content creators nowadays. If you are searching for a more detailed and extensive view on a problem, I recommend you articles on Medium. UX Collective, UX Planet, UX Magazine, or individuals like my friend Talion are sharing comprehensive articles on the design topics, so it's another insightful piece of content helping you with the particular design problems. Medium is not only one source of articles, you can also visit websites like nngroup.com, heydesigner.com, or uxmovement.com. There are hundreds of great books for UX designers, so it's probably a topic for own YouTube video, but just quickly, I will mention some of the must-haves of every designer. Don't Make Me Think by Steve Krug is a bestseller and provides an awesome overview of the usability of systems. UX for Lean Startups by Laura Klein offers you a great guide to a design process approach. And last but not least, I want to recommend to you the Design Studio Method by Brian Sullivan, describing great design techniques, rules, and other principles. Most of the practical activities in my course are done within the tool called Figma. Prototyping tools like Figma, Adobe XD, InVision, Sketch are something crucial for UX UI designers. Most of them are really similar according to functionalities, and you don't have to use all of them. I prefer Figma, which is incredibly easy to use, and mainly the collaboration with other designers and clients is really smooth. Also, a place called Figma Community brings you tons of useful assets like UI kits, illustrations, icons done directly in Figma for free, so you might benefit from it as well. But why I'm talking about prototyping tools? For starting in UX design, prototyping tool means your very first step. All you have to do is to download, for example, Figma and start putting components, objects, and other stuff on the blank canvas. The practice of creating interfaces definitely takes quite long, so it makes sense to start with it just now. You can start with creating simple interfaces like landing pages of a website, sign-up form, footers, or simple mobile apps. To close this video, I want to mention some of the most important topics you should learn at the start of your design journey. If we talk about UX design process, learn about usability, hierarchy, consistency, repetition, accessibility, context, balance, white space, design thinking process, information architecture, user flows, and overall UX research techniques. And of course, wireframing process as well. In the case of UI design process, find information about typography, colors, icons, spacing and grid systems, buttons, forms and inputs, and types of navigation within a digital product. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to check my online course and subscribe to Atheros channel for more content. See you soon!